Hello everyone, how are y'all doing today? So I did some funny stuff today. You know, pineapple does go on pizza, by the way. I stand by that, it's pretty good. So, I had enough GameStop points to get some free stuff. So essentially, I bought one video game for 5 things. So, I got a Legend of Zelda poster, which I'm waiting to use whenever I get a better office. So that's just getting put to the side. Let's see here. I'll show that off later. Okay, that was weird. But then I got 2 of these for free with coupons. So I got No More Heroes 3, which I've been wanting for a while. Sonic Mania. And then Sayonara Wild Hearts, which looks very interesting. Has motorcycles and like sword fights and like a bunch of other stuff. So I got 3 Switch games, which can be added to the roster of games we play. This one's gonna wait until we get No More Heroes 1. I have No More Heroes 2 on the Wii. But, and then I got a shirt! Oh no. Oh, here we go. Got a new shirt! Look at this. I will be doing the Digimon Smasher Pass for a video. Bidoof, I need to, Oh, you talk about the video? Yeah, I don't know what happened. Maybe you're maybe you need to do Fire Stick, maybe? I'm not sure. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I'm not from the Jouch, but I think you should bring the back I love cowboys. I just realized, not a Jouch bacteria. I just realized one of the donators. Oh, that's funny. Golly jeez. Alright, let's copy this and do an announcement. It's only video that does it a Fire Stick? That's so weird. Alright. Alright, you guys ready to see what Capcom has to offer this year? I saw the Dead Rising thing, so I'm down to rewatch that. But I didn't think they had a Summer Expo thing. Like the full showcase. So I'm down to react to this. So let's just hop to watching the showcase pretty much. I'm really curious of what Capcom's bringing. Like I said, I know about the Dead Rising, but let's see what else they can bring. Yeah, I didn't know they had a showcase either. So I'm genuinely surprised. So I'm curious of what they're bringing.
Welcome to Capcom Next Summer 2024. Today we'll be giving updates on 3 titles. Dead Rising is back from the dead with a deluxe remaster. Check out this and other games from Capcom this summer.
What are they doing?
But first, we'd like to tell you about this title.
Okay. Oh yeah, my 30 frames per second. Oh yeah. Before this even gets started, this looks like a phone game. So I don't know how to feel about that.
Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess will launch on July 19th, 2024.
Okay, so that's like 2 weeks away.
For you to immerse yourself in the unique Japanese-inspired setting. The innovative gameplay combines elements of both action and strategy games.
Oh, okay.
Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess is set on Mount Kafuku, which has been covered by defilement.
By defilement.
When the sun sets, the sinister seethe emerge to attack the mountain.
Okay, well, the motherboard wanted to get known during that time. So exclamation point gift if you want to help.
During the day, you'll explore the villages. Help fix the broken contraptions and purify the villagers.
So purify the villagers.
You'll be able to give the villagers roles and choose where to place them.
Oh, so it's kind of like a defense thing,
use
too.
Your daylight time wisely. The game will test the player's decision-making abilities. During the night phase, the Seethe attack the villages. Fight with the protagonist So's graceful sword attacks. Issue commands to the villagers, helping you to protect the maiden Yoshiro.
I can get behind this.
The player repeats this day-night cycle and purifies villages with Yoshiro to bring peace back to the mountain. The Seethe attack the villages in many different forms. Getting help from the villagers is essential to make it through the wide array of challenges presented.
I think I could get behind this.
Upgrade villager roles to give yourself more support. You can freely reset upgrades and redistribute them to other roles. Customize the roles however you want.
I do agree. If they have a co-op mode for this, this could be really fun. But I do like it's kind of like a tower defense. You got to protect the priest with the villagers, and you can upgrade each tower, essentially. I really do like that idea.
You'll also be able to upgrade So as you play through the game. Upgrade attacks, unlock archery, and use skills to summon the villagers. There are a variety of elements that can be upgraded. Combine So's upgrades with abilities from Tsuba Guards and Mazo Talismans. Expand the strategies and actions the player can take.
Ooh.
Work effectively with the villagers and guide Yoshiro as you purify the villages.
Okay.
Next, take a look at
real-time strategy. I'm enjoying it. Oh, a demo. Okay, so we can see actual gameplay. Oh wait, the demo version. Oh, the demo's out today. Oh, where though? It definitely looks like a Switch title. So the demo's out already. Okay, so everywhere but the Switch. So it's out on Steam, so you can play it on Steam, PS4, PS5, Xbox, and computer. Interesting.
The demo version will be available from today. You can play part of the main story in a demo version, and there's no limit on playtime or the number of times you can play. We're excited for you to experience this unique combination of action and strategy. We also have a new announcement.
You just announced this new game. What are you talking about, new announcement? Ooh. They're having an Okami crossover. That's actually pretty cool. So what, it's just armor? Yeah.
To celebrate the demo version, Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess will have a collaboration with the 2006 action-adventure hit Okami.
That looks really good on them, by the way.
Celebrate the demo version, Kunitsugami
that armor
Path
looks
of the
really
Goddess
good on
will
them.
have a collaboration with the 2006.
That looks really good. I like the symbol from the Okami. Well, from Okami right there, and it just looks nice. It looks very clean.
Action-adventure hit Okami. Collaboration costumes for the main character, So, and the maiden Yoshiro. There will be collaboration weapons, and we have collaboration music in the game as well.
Okay.
In order to celebrate the Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess demo, we're having a special festival. One of the themes of Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess is working with others to achieve a goal. If enough players work together and try the demo version, we will include the Okami collaboration items as a free title update on release day for everyone who purchases a copy of the game.
That's cool.
For details, please see our website and social media accounts.
Okay, I can get behind that.
Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess is available for pre-order. The Mazo Talismans for So and a mini art book are included as pre-order bonuses. Check out the demo version, available today.
I really feel like this could be a Switch title, though. It gives me like the Switch vibes. I don't know why. It really does.
Next up, a new look for some fan favorites. Want the inside scoop on the recently revealed Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster? We've put together an exclusive top-secret program full of undead mayhem. Join us
This
as
is
we
really
sit down
good.
with key development team members from each title to unearth the secrets of Dead Rising and the new look for Resident Evil 7.
Okay, the new look for Resident Evil 7. Didn't know that was a thing, but now I know. this Capcom showcase is kind of... If that's all... I mean, the Kiritsugami,
Take a look at
the
the
first
trailer.
thing was kind of interesting. This is really good, though. We're going over the Capcom showcase, and we're seeing the Dead Rising remake, which I'm probably going to get. It looks clean. And now we're coming back with a new generation of platforms, baby.
Hey, buddy. You mentioned something about research for a story. Frank West.
Remember that name, because the whole world's gonna know it in 3 days.
Man, there go my knees. So the thing I don't like, they did not even ask the original Frank West voice actor if he wanted to come back. And he said he would be down, but they didn't approach him apparently. So kind of sad about that. But this guy still does sound good. This new guy sounds pretty good.
What? Did you just say zombies?
Take a look out there. Those ain't zombies. What would you call them?
God, it looks so good. Yeah, look at that, the original. Oh my God, it's night and day. It is night and day. I hate this capture card or my motherboard. It is really throwing a fucking fit for no reason. It's pissing me off. Not gonna lie. Oh God, you could see, oh God. They did that really well. Yeah, it's really, you can tell. It looks good. Like, that clown's gonna live in my nightmares, by the way.
Is the newly released trailer for Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. You may be thinking, that looks like a full-on remake. We had the same thought, so we spoke with 3 key staff to get to the bottom of this deluxe remaster. We began our investigation with director Ryosuke Murai.
This just still looks so good.
It wouldn't be an
Like, I'm
exaggeration
really,
to call this
really
game a
pleased with
remake,
it.
considering the work we put into it.
I know, that's the part I don't like. It's only
Murai was
digital.
giving us the inside scoop about the game.
I would love a physical, but they only do in digital, which is kind of like, I might watch others, I don't know.
The new specs allow the game to run at 4K 60 FPS. We've also made quite a few quality of life improvements, like the ability to move while aiming, as well as other adjustments to make controlling Frank more intuitive.
That also, by the way, is the biggest thing that I really do appreciate about this, is that now it's not just stand still and shoot, you can actually move and shoot. One of the biggest quality of life things, like, beautiful, I love it.
Thanks to popular demand
And the autosave. They added autosave.
fine-tuned the user interface. The game will be fully voiced in 9 languages, with text in 14, giving
Which, this is also fantastic. They're opening this up to make it a bigger, wider audience to make people fall in love with it. And the one thing I don't like, though, with the autosave, there was always an urgency of, crap, I have to go back so I can get it saved. Well, they took that away. So, I'm really curious if people are going to complain. I personally like the autosave, though. It's nice. I just wonder if Otis is going to be still as annoying.
giving more players around the world a chance to enjoy characters' dialogue. We've also made some improvements to NPC behavior that we hope will make surviving the zombie
Which
apocalypse
I'm
with all the
hoping
colorful
stays that
characters
way.
that much more enjoyable.
I hope it
That
stays
sounds like a complete
enjoyable.
overhaul. It makes me wonder if the game's main concept is still intact. If you've played the original, rest assured that its core remains unchanged in this deluxe remaster. We did our best to respect the direction of the original game.
Yeah, exactly.
Gameplay the same while improving upon the user experience. With this,
That's what I'm hoping.
we believe that both veterans and newcomers alike will be able to enjoy a fresh experience. Our goal was to ensure that today's players would experience the same shock players felt when the original game was
I
released.
love they kept the goofiness.
We believe we accomplished this goal with Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. We hope that everyone will give it a try. Unable to get any definitive answers out of director Murai, we gave art director Satoshi Takamatsu the third degree. It turns out
Okay.
he had ambitions of his own for this project. Because the original came out 18 years ago, there were many limitations during development.
I mean,
Thanks to nearly 2 decades of technology.
even for like 2008, it still looked good. Yeah, I was gonna say they didn't answer the question. Yeah, they really did. He kind of been around the bush, but even for 2008, this still looked good. I'm gonna say that. Like, I stand by it. For 2008, it still looked good.
Logical advancements, we were able to accomplish a lot that couldn't be done back then.
Frank, that close-up of Frank is very disorienting.
Capcom's other zombie franchise focused on quality over quantity. Dead Rising took a different approach. The goal was to pack as many zombies as possible into that huge shopping mall. This meant each individual zombie wasn't as polished as we would have liked.
Yeah, look at that.
This
Looks
time around,
really
we were able
good.
to focus on quality as well.
Oh yeah, the limitations gave it a
As the
good
art
charm,
director,
though.
I couldn't be more pleased that we were
Oh,
able
that's
to
creepy.
apply high-end
That's so
modeling
fucking
and
creepy.
production to both the main character Frank and all of the NPCs. Of course, another critical aspect of Dead Rising
I like that Frank was just a dude. That is such a good statement about him. I covered wars, you know.
that we have to address is the shopping mall setting.
God, I do like this
In the
too.
original game, the Willamette Parkview Mall is made up of several areas, like Entrance Plaza and Paradise
The
Plaza,
mall looks
with
fantastic.
its own unique characteristics.
Like, this looks really good.
Taken these designs and evolved them even further by adding real-time lighting and shadow effects,
That's
so that each location
That's
takes
fantastic.
on a different appearance, depending on
yeah. You
the
see
time
it down
of
there on the
day.
bottom. That's awesome.
That's how much detail we've put into this project.
And then you see the lights come on too. That's pretty cool.
For character animations, we tried to limit unnecessary changes.
I agree. Dead Rising 2 was great because of the combos, and from there on, you combining everything. It was very good. This has the charm of you can use anything as a
The
weapon,
original data
and you got to
as
make
much
it
as
count.
possible, especially during action scenes. We could have made them more realistic with
Also, I
today's
saw what you
tools,
said, Kate. I appreciate it.
but we wanted to preserve the unique and comical movements that made the original Dead Rising so special.
Yes, and I appreciate that they kept like the weird, like when Frank gets hit, he does like a spiral 720 like in the air because he gets hit, or how like he winds up and stuff, and just how they go flying. Like, it's so good. I like that they kept that.
Takamatsu was finally giving us the info we were looking for. However, we couldn't stop there. We had to know why this is called a deluxe remaster. To do that, we tracked down the game's producer and managed to get his account. I think Dead Rising is a unique game with extremely tight game design, even by today's standards. However, we also knew the original game was released 18 years ago, and that improvements were needed to reach a modern audience.
Understandable.
That's why we focused on improving playability, in addition to overhauling the graphics. This game...
I want you to know, I did not know this was a thing, by the way. Till this exact moment, I didn't even pay attention when I saw it before. I didn't realize you could use the barrel to stop the bullets from hitting you. I always brute forced it when it came to this Carlito fight. What the fuck? Alright, anyway, just blew my mind right there.
playability, in addition to overhauling the graphics. This game truly deserves the title of Deluxe Remaster. Its unique game design allows it to stand apart from other zombie games. It feels fresh even today. Morimoto took a moment to compose himself before divulging something terrifying.
What do you mean divulging something terrifying?
Here at Capcom, we're no strangers to zombies.
Yeah.
But this game takes it to another level.
His damn kids, exactly.
With a wry smile on his face, Morimoto took out his phone and showed it to us. And there it was, Resident Evil 7, in a form we never imagined. Capcom is thrilled to bring its third Resident Evil title to the iPhone 15 Pro and other Apple devices.
What?
The game has been optimized greater than ever before.
What?
To ensure the best possible RE
That's
experience.
wild.
As with Resident Evil Village and RE4, using a controller like the DualSense or a mobile controller that attaches directly to the phone allows for a surprisingly
Why,
comfortable
though?
gameplay
That's what I'm
experience.
trying to figure out. Why, though?
That being said, when playing on a mobile device without a controller, we felt the standard virtual controller just didn't cut it. So the development team took it upon themselves to optimize the touch controls for Resident Evil 7 on iOS. One of the biggest challenges we faced was implementing the auto fire feature. You can enable this setting so that your weapon fires automatically when aiming at an enemy, making it much easier to play without the use of peripherals.
Well, that's nice, but that could backfire,
Early
too.
Resident Evil games also had auto-aiming. Despite the differences in specs, Morimoto wasn't willing to compromise on usability. With Apple's help, he was able to take on new challenges that prioritized the immersive experience. The menu, options, and inventory are now all touchscreen compatible, allowing for a more intuitive experience.
Huh.
The first part of the game is free to play. Resident Evil 7 is guaranteed to be.
Well, that's
frightfully
nice.
fun.
They got the first
If
part
you
for
have a
free to
compatible
see if people
device,
can
we highly
like it.
recommend checking it out to see what you think. Since its release in 2017, Resident Evil 7 has sold 13 million copies. Now it's available in a new form on Apple devices. Up next, a confession from Koshi Nakanishi, the director behind the classic. Resident Evil was, well, if I'm being honest, as a brand, we were off track. And legendary director Yoshinori Kawano discloses the secret origin of Dead Rising.
What do you
I feel
mean?
like Dead Rising is the classic zombie game. In the second half of the program, we'll learn previously untold stories about how the games were developed.
I mean, I guess we'll keep going into this. But the fact that, yeah, exactly. The new iPhone is more powerful than the Nintendo Switch. Because they haven't brought this to the Switch, but they're bringing it to the iPhone. That is wild.
Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster will have an emergency digital launch for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and Steam on September 19th. The Dead Rising Deluxe Remastered Digital Deluxe Edition will include additional costumes and mall background music, and will be available with the regular version on September 19th.
Okay.
Dead Rising fans shouldn't miss the Dead Rising original.
The Chuck Green. Oh, you get the mascot outfit. Oh, that looks terrifying right there. That is terrifying right there. There's the OG, and he could be like OG too. That's actually pretty cool.
Pack included as a pre-order bonus. Pre-orders are
I want
available
physical
starting today.
though. This is the whole thing. I have a thing coming out at the end of like Thursday, talking about how they're really pushing for digital sales and trying to like push back on physical because Sony fired 250 people out of their physical media department. So like, this is just pushing towards that.
Welcome to the family, son.
And RE7's cloud-based. Alright, this is really getting annoying. I'm gonna have to restart stream after this, because this is fucking getting annoying really fast with this damn motherboard. Also, yes, I agree. We're happy to get this classic in the hands of modern gamers. Only digitally. Get additional content. That's very interesting. If I was still writing for Mobile Gaming News Network, I would definitely be reporting on this.
Resident Evil 7 come to be made in the first place. We interviewed the directors of both titles to learn more about the games. First, we have Koshi Nakanishi, the distinguished director of Resident Evil 7. Follow along as he shares previously undisclosed information about the game's origin. When we first started development, Resident Evil was... well, if I'm being honest, as a brand, we were off track. The action element had been expanded, and fans reacted much more negatively than expected.
So I love the fact they're like, yeah, Resident Evil 6, worst thing we've ever done. We didn't want it to be like that, but it turned out like that. So, we wanted to change it.
In the end, an RE game has to be scary. So we took another look at it. And the general consensus from fans of the series was that a Resident Evil game is one that should scare the hell out of you. That was the starting point for Resident Evil 7. I played Resident Evil from the beginning, and those early games were terrifying. I was excited to try and make Resident Evil 7 into a game that would live up to the
Well, that's
RE
good.
name.
I'm glad they were like, we need to get back to the
The
roots.
fear-inducing Resident Evil that Nakanishi was after had a major impact upon its release. But the course that he chose was far from the path of least resistance. In order to make a fear-focused Resident Evil, many elements of the game had to be re-evaluated from scratch.
Which makes sense.
Like the setting, characters, the game system. Anything that didn't induce fear had to change. And sometimes we threw the whole thing out. And in order to make it scarier, we decided to go with a first-person point of view.
Which was a good decision.
Up to that point, RE had been third-person perspective with the character on the screen. But when you're viewing the world from a safe distance behind a character, it's not as immersive and frightening. First person forces you to be up close and personal.
Really adds to the
And that's
depth.
exactly what we were trying to accomplish. How did Kawano perceive the target audience for this game? We weren't sure whether to target a casual or core audience. However, we trusted management's concepts and made what we thought would be fun. Kawano had a range of experience directing Mega Man Legends and Breath of Fire, and he was confident in this.
Alright, cool. Fucking motherboard. Alright. As soon as we're done this, we're restarting my computer and we'll restart stream. Thoughts? Thanks. Appreciate you.
This new genre. We wanted to put the main character somewhere that was overrun with zombies. Most games might ordinarily make their main character a cop or a soldier,
Yeah.
a badass, decked out in gear, ready for the situation. But we thought going in that direction would dilute the madness and unpredictability of the zombie outbreak. So
I think it was a
we made
good
him journalist.
approach.
We focused the story on him being trapped in a place full of zombies, trying to escape, and rescuing survivors along the way, so that they can all make it out together. Kawano
I
faced
really think that was a
challenges
good
during
approach.
development. It's clear, though, that he still has the same passion for the game. In terms of the narrative, there's a zombie outbreak. We wanted the player to encounter people trying to escape and others who have become a bit unhinged, making them feel like
A bit unhinged. I guess that's what we'll call it.
they're trapped in the outbreak. On the development team, we all felt like it was a fun game, but others who saw the game were kind of taken aback. Some even asked whether it was okay to make a game that was so violent. For a second, we started to doubt ourselves. Such an innovative project was bound to grapple with internal friction. But Kawano had a trump card to play.
Fan expectations.
We previewed it at a game show and got mobbed. Players loved that you could use a parasol to kill zombies or put buckets on their heads. That's when I knew we'd done it. I still can't say whether it was targeting core or casual players, but everyone loves zombies and being able to mess around with them in so many ways. I thought people in Japan and abroad would all like the game. However, RE4, a game without zombies, was released the year before. Was Dead Rising trying to dethrone the RE franchise? I think that
I'm actually really happy with what they're doing,
also,
these
I
interviews.
think
Because I do like the
zombies
stories that
needs
they're
a sense
given.
of humor. A zombie outbreak is a disaster. But I think you need to laugh too. If there are laughs, you can have some tears as well.
Exactly.
Resident Evil, on the other hand, is cooler. The main characters are very cool.
It's cooler. Cool.
Kawano's continued
Coolest.
passion for the game was evident from his intensity. Shinji Mikami made the Resident Evil game, so of course they have a sense of humor. Giant dolls appear and walk around. But I think we really filled
I
Dead
think it's
Rising
done it
with a
like
ton
6
of
times
ridiculous
since we've
stuff.
been watching this.
If you're looking
It's too
for
strong.
a clear answer to that question, in the context of this program, I think it's fair to say that Dead Rising is the classic zombie game. A lot of people played the game when it first came out, but it wasn't the easiest to play. Now that it's been made a little more accessible, I'm excited for those who
A
didn't
little
play or
more
couldn't finish
accessible.
to have another chance. Each of the directors had different experiences, but we'd like to salute both for their innovative contributions. And finally, we managed to draw out an intriguing bit of information from director Nakanishi.
Okay.
We'll let him have the final comment. We're making a new Resident Evil. It
Oh.
was really difficult to figure out what to do after 7. But I found it. And to be honest, it feels substantial.
They're making a new Resident Evil. That's kind of
I can't
big.
share any details just yet, but I hope you're excited for the day I can.
That's kind of big. Not gonna lie.
Here's a quick roundup of the games we introduced today that will be launching soon. Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess, launches on July 19th, 2024.
Okay.
Try out the demo today. Next, we have Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, which will be available for iPhone, iPad, and Mac. You can play the opening section for free. And finally, 18 years after the original release, we have the original Zombie Paradise action game, Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. This is more than your average remaster. This is a deluxe remaster, and we hope you're excited. Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess, and Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster are available for pre-order.
Yeah, that looks like it's gonna be really good.
That's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching.
So what do they got here? This Dragon's Dogma 2
Play up
has.
to 2 hours of Dragon's Dogma 2 during our
Oh, by the way,
limited
we have all
free trial
these at the end
campaign.
here.
Saved data from the trial can be transferred when purchasing the full version of the game. Venture forth
That's
and
cool.
get a taste of adventure set within a fantasy world. Now, moving on to Capcom Summer.
Yeah, the summer sale, baby.
Dragon's Dogma 2 and Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy are on sale for the first time. Also check out Street Fighter 6 celebrating its first anniversary, Monster Hunter titles, and other popular Capcom games. Be sure to check out the Monster Hunter Anniversary Packs, available for a limited time.
Yeah, make sure
on
to check
Steam.
those out.
Here are the titles you can pre-order now.
This, I can't
Please
wait for
visit
this.
the official websites for details.
I cannot wait. All right, cool. So what we're gonna do? I'm gonna stop streaming. I'm gonna restart my computer, and I'm gonna restart streaming. Then we're playing Jak and Daxter. So I will be right back.